Hi, welcome back to our podcast, Good Deeds Real Estate with a Mission. I'm Nicole Quinn and I'm here with Bill Weidecker.
Hello there.
Hello. And today we wanted to talk a little bit about some anecdotal things that we've been seeing in the market, but we think that we may have some numbers to back those up as well. So Bill, lately the talk on the internet, but also what I've been seeing in person in real life, is that it seems that foot traffic with buyers has dwindled a little bit over the last few weeks. Would you say that you've seen the same thing?
Yeah, it's funny because in order to really know, you have to look back at the numbers.
Right.
And of course, everything becomes really evident when you're looking backwards. But foot traffic, to your point, Nicole, in the real estate business at least, if you've got more people looking at houses, the likelihood that those people are going to buy houses goes up. As foot traffic increases, pending sales increase behind it. Usually there's a lag of 30 to 60 days.
Yeah.
So we are always encouraged when we see foot traffic increase in normal markets.
Right.
In a market like this, we've got two things going on. Foot traffic is down, but so is listing inventory. So it doesn't, for those that have listings on the market, it doesn't feel as like it's down too much because there's not a lot of listings on the market.
Right.
Here's what I think is happening. I think we've got a lot of ingredients in this mix now. Interest rates, the fact that there has been a huge pent-up demand that's being satisfied, and inventory continues to be an issue because there are sellers that bought or refinanced with low mortgages who would like to move, but they like their mortgage at 3 better than moving at 6 3/4. So I think all of this will sort of work its way out, but we're in a bit of a contraction in the market, I think. And we've got also one other thing is there's this sort of seasonality bump that we're going to go into here, where we get through this portion of the summer is always a little slower.
Yes.
You get the last 2 weeks of July, the first 2 weeks of August, at least in the Northeast, tend to be the last hurrah in terms of vacations and so forth.
Yeah.
And then it's back to school. And then we see a little bit of a pickup again after the back to school Labor Day holiday. Then showings start to increase. But we've looked at it before, and we can see drops in showings in and around major holidays.
Yeah.
So what are they? When you look at it, if you go from where we are today, Labor Day is the next big one. Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, that whole period of the holidays, and then we literally the business sort of goes into a little bit of a slowdown, but it hasn't in the last 3 years.
Right.
And so it's going to be interesting whether we see that seasonality coming up.
Yeah, it might be just a return to a normal pattern.
Once we get to a point where we can kind of predict the properties that are coming on the market, there's always going to be sellers. Always. It never goes to zero.
True.
There's always going to be buyers. People would rather own than not, and people that own a property get to a point where they don't want to own the property for a lot of reasons. And so those folks are always sellers. Those people that need a bigger house, people that need a smaller house, people that need to live in another part of the country because their job is moving, or their family is there and they want to be with their family, whatever the reasons are. And then there's also sometimes there's medical issues that cause people to say, I can't live in this house anymore, I've got to live somewhere else.
Right.
It could be financial. There's a whole host of reasons that cause people to sell, whether they really want to or not, they have to. And those people are always going to be in the market.
Right.
And I also believe that we are in a sort of an opportunistic market right now where we have not seen the rate of price increases that we did a year or two ago. They're still going up, but not as fast.
Yeah, I think it was something like 5%
Yeah.
rather than like 15 or 17.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're exactly right. It was just you're paying attention to the numbers. It was just under that. It was 4.5%, and that's a darn sight better. Even though they're still going up, it's a darn sight better than 15% a year.
Yeah.
if you're a buyer. Once you're in, you love prices to go up, right?
That's true.
You want,
That's
you know,
true.
because you've locked it in.
Right.
And, you know, I believe that people that get a home today, they get an interest rate, fixed rate, and they have a predictable payment for principal and interest on that mortgage for as long as they have the mortgage, whether it's 10, 20, or 30 years. And the one thing that really is not predictable, and we've seen in the markets throughout the country, is rental increases. And so, you know, while people have a fixed payment in their mortgage, if they're renting a property, they've been, you know, in some cases priced out of the apartment that they've been in for years.
Yes. Yeah. Which doesn't happen when you actually buy something.
No, it's yours.
Yeah.
You can paint it whatever color you want. You can. You just said you bought a hedge trimmer. You know,
Yeah.
you get those things that come along with it. But
Yeah.
but there's a special reward in owning your own place.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right. Well, thank you for that insight. I'm glad there's some verification that what I'm seeing myself is, you know, backed up by some actual facts from the market.
Yep, and also here's the other part of it is you really when you're looking to move, you got to call us whether it's to buy or sell because markets change on a dime. They turn very quickly, and they can move from week to week.
Yeah.
And you know, it's funny because I took a town like Hooksett. Hooksett had 3 single-family houses on the market earlier this week. 3
Wow.
in the entire town of Hooksett. And today there were 6. And of course, the person I was talking to, he said, "So would the headline be Hooksett's inventory has doubled?" I said, "Well, it's gone from 3 to 6. I guess that's doubling, but it's still we have an inventory issue, and it's a huge opportunity for people that are thinking of selling."
Yes. Yes, and it's really important. I don't want to brag, but it's important to work with a team who pays very close attention every day to how the market is shifting, and then uses that information when you work with them. It's
Amen, amen.
Yep. All right. Well, thank you very much.
My pleasure.
And thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on your favorite podcast platform.